Hey guys, this is Cindy and I'm back doing a little bit of crafting, so I thought I'd turn the camera on again. And I'm just going to kind of continue where we left off yesterday. I was doing several different things. It's just like me to have 4 or 5 different projects going at the same time. One thing I was doing was gluing the lace on this spine because I didn't like how the ribbon was doing, so glued that on. And I had this library pocket that I'd made for it, so I'm going to glue that on now. And I don't think I'm going to leave room behind it to put something else because it's kind of a, it's not real flimsy, but it's, I mean, it's not bad, but I just thought I'll just glue it down. One pocket's enough right there. I'm taking the icky off my glue because I left the lid off of it last night. And I've got a piece of wire up above here by my camera. I used to poke down in there whenever I have problems. You know I have to have that wire in place because I've had lots of problems. So just gluing this on, and I use these library pockets a lot. And they're pretty simple to make. I don't know if I've ever shown them, but I know there's other people that show them. So I'll make sure I'm in video, in frame. Okay. So I'm just going to set that aside to dry. I'm working on the signatures for this. And one other thing before I put the cover up. I mentioned in the other video how I was going to make the closure for this journal. I'm going to take this stretchy ribbon I got at Hobby Lobby, wrap around it once I get an idea of how big it's going to be. And then tie like a knot in it. And then make it like a giant rubber band so it'll slip over the journal and keep it closed. That's my plan for it. And it's got these pink flowers on it, so that'd be perfect. So keeping that over here just as a reminder, and I'm gonna put this over here to dry. And we're back to this signature. I had one of the things I think I had worked on, probably one of the last things, was gluing this in. It was just a card I made a long time ago. So I backed up a little bit in the book because I had this greeting card that's in here, nothing on it. So even though it's a blank page and you can write, I just thought I might do a little something to it. So I had this paper, and I like it how it kind of matches that. So my idea was to make a flip, a corner flip. I think they're called Rita Donnelly flips. I've never seen any of her videos. That's all way before my time, but anyway, if that's what they're called, that's what they're called. So I kind of did an experiment earlier just to see what size I needed, and about 2.5, because it's a teeny tiny little page. It's not a very big page, so I think about 2.5-inch square. So I don't know why I don't think I need that. So we'll try this. I'm notorious for having to do something twice. Make sure all that's in frame barely. My paper cutter won't move up much more. Try it from this angle. Okay, 2.5-inch. Okay. Grabbing stuff out of my little bin here. I just have scraps of fabric and laces right there. Okay, let's move back over here. So here's the little square, and you just fold it into a triangle. And I never can get it completely square, so I'm just going to take my scissors. There's that pin. Just determined to get down here. And just trim it just a little bit so that white doesn't show. So that looks pretty good. Just a little bit here. Okay. Now, what it's going to do, that's not it. That's not the page. Here's the page. You just glue it here in the corner. And I know you've seen these. Flips up so you can write, and then you can tuck something here. So probably need to ink it just a little bit. I'm using antique linen because I didn't want anything real grungy for this journal. And like on this page, I didn't ink it all. I just liked it the way it was. So put her on there the way she was. So just a little bit. All right. Just try to keep that open a little bit so you don't glue both sides closed. And in the corner. Okay, so that is done. And then the next page is just this coffee dyed paper, which I don't usually add anything to. And then this one I've already done something on both sides. And I decided to go ahead and switch that inside. It's just a magazine page, it's kind of thin, but I like the picture. And then the quote, it says, "If I see dirt, I just have to put a flower in it." So that would be kind of neat for the center of the signature. So got that. Now, let's see. I was flipping through. I really probably should put something there. I hadn't thought of that. Let's go ahead and get the other stuff done I kind of already thought about. On this page, I thought I would put this fabric flip. Yeah. So let's pull this out. I had shown the fabric flips I'd made yesterday, and this is one of them I said would fit. So, and I just had sewn the fabrics together. I hadn't done anything to the top. So I was looking at it today. I thought, what does it need on the top? So I finally came upon, it needs this velvet ribbon up there. I think that brings out the red in the flip. So I'm just going to glue that on. I would sew it, but you don't want to mess up that velvet. So I think we just glue it. And then I'm just going to glue the whole thing onto the page. I think yesterday I talked about I was going to make a little pocket of some sort out of vellum and put these little petals in it. I was going to cut the petals, and I haven't done that yet because I can't figure out where I've hidden my vellum. I have trouble finding my vellum. I have trouble finding the tracing paper. Those two things always disappear. So I haven't done that part yet. Okay, the next page is, I had this pocket, and I showed it yesterday. I made it out of a 5-ring binder page. There was a one on gardening, just to see what it would do. And the page I happened to pick had diseases and pests on it, so I decided I didn't like that. So I think when I ended the video, I was getting ready to decorate it. So I put a little bit of washi on it there, and a little bit of washi there, and then this image, and some more washi here. There's 3 pieces of washi. And then this image I had cut out of a magazine and have over in my notebook, which I'll show you real quick. I've shown this before, how I got these clean pages, you know, that we used to put photos in, which is now a big no-no. And I have just have different cutouts and ephemera, pieces in here. So I found that. I thought the color went perfect with the washi, and then all of it goes perfect with that page that's next to it. So this is going to get glued here. I think I had another, yeah, it's right here. I had originally thought, well, maybe I'll use that, but this to me is so much better. So we're going to use it. And I think on this one, I can go ahead and make it a tuck behind it, because it's got 2 pages of that ring binder pages, and I'm sitting here thinking, did I go ahead and glue that down as a pocket? No, I did it right. I don't know. Sometimes I say one thing and I do the opposite. So okay, what else did I have in mind for this journal? Back. I know I needed to think about something here. I could put like a cluster. Probably what makes sense, since it's kind of on that side of the page, is a here we go. Make it a tuck up in there. So that seems a little wide to me, but it's going to cover all of that, so it's probably not. So let me get the right length And then I'm going to cut it with some scissors to make it a little fancier. I'm just going to use my scissors. I just eyeballed it. Okay. Talking and doing weird things here. Okay. So I just got an estimate on the length. Things are flying. I've got these little scallop scissors, so I think that would just give it a different edge. So I'm just gonna use those, except I'm not cutting. There we go. Sort of. No, they're not cutting very pretty at all. Look at that. So, plan B. I had the bigger scallops. That's cutting better. Sometimes this thin scrapbook paper just doesn't want to cut. I have trouble with my punches sometimes with it. Okay, all right, so anyway, just give it a different edge, and I can put it there, and then once I get it glued on, I'll trim it off down here. So, but of course, you know, that means I'm gonna have glue on the end, so hang on. I better do it first this way. I always do things the hard way. Oh, goodness. This is slick paper too. Okay. You know what? I'm thinking I need to rough that up a little. I don't want it, since I'm using Fabri-Tac, sometimes I have trouble. It won't stick to the shiny paper. Okay. All right, we'll try this again. Oh, wait, ink. And then, you know, some lace or something on it might be kind of cute, but I'll do that once it's glued on. Okay. We had a bunch of storms come through here last night. Today is semi-sunny. It's trying to break through, but it's not really. And I think we're supposed to get more tonight. So, okay, there it is. Everything's going the right direction. Now, some lace. I got these little pieces. It's awful big. Nope. I could use some of that lace, if I remember where I put it, that I used on that. Ooh, this would be pretty. I found that, but that would be pretty, but no. Oh, you know what? This will work because it's got scallops that kind of mimic the scallops there. So let's just get an estimate and decide. Does it go here? Because I don't think we want it up there. Okay, just right there. So I'm going to glue it on, and then I will trim it later. And if you remember how I said yesterday, when I glue lace and I want it to stick down, I get it all through the holes and make a big mess. So put this parchment paper down. Also, I get my fingers in a big gluey mess too. Make sure I'm on screen. Oh, thin lace. Okay, there that is. And I will trim that off in just a minute. That makes a cute little tuck spot. So this signature is pretty much going to be done. Sorry for the noise. Sometimes I don't realize how loud I get crinkling stuff until I'm watching the video back. Okay, let's see. I think it went there. Let that dry a little bit. So I think that pretty much does this signature, and that's 2. And here's the other one, and I haven't looked through it hardly any. I have that already done. That one can use something. Maybe a tuck like that. Probably could cover up Happy Birthday. Ooh, those colors work well, don't they? It's a little bit long, but I think we can trim it up some. Yep, I think we can do that one. See, putting the lid on is just about as bad as not putting it on. Okay. This is real thin fabric on the back, so try to go lightly with the the fabric tack so it doesn't show through. Okay. I've got 2 white pages there. Yeah, I think I may have shown that sack, or either I did 2 of them. Sack made out of book page with some lace on it. I think, let's see, I got 2 white pages. I'm going to separate those maybe with this. Okay, green, that, white page, green, white page. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so do I want this, or do I want this? I put it there. Shouldn't hurt that. I just don't know where it's the best place to put it. Probably just where I had it the first time on the this page maybe. Okay, gonna glue that on. And I'm gonna see how much time I would use. I should have inked it, right? 17 minutes. Should have inked that up first. Something else I was thinking about playing around with this journal. I have this wire ribbon I've had forever, and I love the colors, but I'm not sure what to do with it. So, you know, I may just sign off on this video and play around with this ribbon and see what I can come up with. And I will see you guys later. So thanks for watching this little bit. I'll talk to you later. Bye.